We took the premise that data is being produced by many devices, by many websites, and just kind of just being spewed out at people. We found there's no good way for a single person to know how their life online looks across the board. So we built this with the kind of the concept that is Google Analytics for your life. So we're taking data from financial institutions, we're taking your social activity on places like Facebook and Flickr, we're taking physical activities from places like Nike Plus or existing training sites, and we're smushing them together and letting people have a real kind of clean and easy way of figuring out what's really going on in their life, how the various aspects affect each other, and what they can do about it. Individually, a lot of these things are solved. So there's a fitness tracker and there's a financial tracker, and they do a great job in their own vertical, but they don't ever cross the streams. And that's what we're doing, is we're finding a way to kind of take these really good knowledge sets and put them in one spot. First and foremost, like, privacy of our users is absolutely paramount, because even though this data already exists, we're not really building anything new on the data sense. You can learn some pretty interesting and pretty scary things, like when you start tracking financial things against what somebody's eating versus if they're dining out more. Like you can predict if they're going to have a bankruptcy. I mean, like there's all types of really kind of spooky things that could be inferred if this data was completely public to advertisers. So our strictest rule is, like, all the data is set at the privacy level of the user. So if you don't want anybody else to see your data, it's yours and yours alone. If you say, I'd like to know how I stack up globally, you can share certain things. So, like, you know, your data goes into aggregate and then it gets kind of populated out. We think the real benefit for advertisers and for ideally manufacturers of product is to get their product in the hands of the people that it's going to help most. So if we kind of serve out ads on the site for, like, the very rudimentary way of doing it, if we serve out ads on the site to people who want to lose weight, and we find that people who are in a certain area code of a certain, you know, like ethnographic and geographic area, if we find that this product empirically works best for them, we can feed that back to the advertisers or to the manufacturers and say, this product works best for this group of people, target to them, we'll help you reach them because we know who they are, and that they're like, and we also know that which people in that demographic are trying to reach the goal your product helps with. You definitely log in to create your account, but beyond that, we're focusing very heavily on SMS integration as well as mobile. So you don't have to go to the site to enter data. In theory, once you create your account, most of what should be interesting to you should be coming from the outside world. So it should be coming from your activities on Facebook, or it should be coming from you using your credit card. You can certainly come to the site to look at the graphs, but the ideal end state will be that you say, I want to lose weight or I want to save money, and the system knows what you're doing across the net and will send you notifications on how you're doing and how to get where you want to be.